welcome to Inside the Patriot League. I'm Shae Peppler. Boston University and American headlining this week's game slate, and you can catch it only on the Patriot League Network, powered by Campus Insiders. To break down the matchup, we welcome in our Terriers insider, Brian Maurer. And Brian, BU dropped their last 3 games, but only by a combined 15 points. What will be the key to getting over that hump and taking down the Eagles now?
Well, I think part of it is just kind of the growing pains. You know, you're learning to play with a lead. Earlier in the year, it was learning to overcome a deficit and try to win at the end of the game. And now it's flip-flopped, and they have a lead down the stretch, and there have been some bizarre and wacky endings to games, and it's just kind of being able to get that leadership, overcoming that, and learning how to finish a game strong.
Americans' Pee Wee Gardner. Well, he's been anything but Pee Wee. He's won or tied a game in the final seconds 4 times in the last month. What will the Terriers need to do, to slow him down, especially late in the game?
Well, I'm excited to see the matchup. Cedric Hankerson against Pee Wee Gardner, both of them playing at that point guard spot, and certainly something now for Pee Wee Gardner to do is he's going to have to chase around Cedric for 40 minutes, and since all those guys play 40 minutes of contest, it'll be very curious to see how that affects his offensive game as well. But the other thing for the Terriers, their 2-3 zone has been terrific over the last 5 games, hoping to see that'll slow down Pee Wee Gardner from getting into the paint. But certainly for the Terriers, they're going to have their hands full with Pee Wee Gardner.
Yeah, of course. Well, finally, BU's freshman guard, Cheddi Mosely, broke out in the Terriers' last game. He had 23 points. How has he become a force on this squad, not only as a scoring threat, but otherwise, Brian?
Well, certainly for the Terriers, they've needed that 3rd or 4th complementary scorer. That's the key to their success, is having 4 scorers in double figures. So the Terriers have certainly needed that, and he's been on top of that 2-3 zone as well. So it's been big defensively, getting his hands in the passing lanes and all of a sudden starting in transition. That's certainly where their offense comes from, is their defense, and they need someone at the top of that to really provide the track against other players.
Yeah, and defensively, he's second on the team in steals with 18 so far this season, so really doing it all. Brian Maurer, thanks so much for the insight. Enjoy the game.
Thanks, Shae.
And don't forget, you can watch Boston University battle it out with American Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern right here on the Patriot League Network, powered by Campus Insiders. Before we let you go, here's 2 other players standing out on the Patriot League hardwood. Lehigh's Tim Kempton earned the Patriot League Player of the Week this week. He averaged 25 points and 13 rebounds in 2 games for the Mountain Hawks. Bucknell's Nona Fowland was named the Patriot League Rookie of the Week, averaging 14.5 points, 8.5 boards, and 3 blocks for the Bison. That'll do it for this edition of Inside the Patriot League. I am Shae Peppler, and we'll see you next time.